and live.
Boom. Fired up on a Friday.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. Actually, you do, because I was just giving you like the primer, the prep kit there beforehand. So picking up where we left off last week. First off, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing very well.
It's good.
February year over year, pretty good.
Yes, it is.
So it's like, I'm thinking like, give me like your read on the vibe everywhere, because it feels like we're pulling out of the ditch.
We're doing good. Yeah, it seems like things are going fairly well. Most people are hallucinating they're doing better than they are, which is all right. So it's like all the things that they're working on, they're like, I think that's okay. I'm just going to go like do the work right now and be stuck in the grind, and then pretend I have a business, and then it'll slow down. We're right there right now. We're working on it.
I was excellent at that, by the way.
Yeah.
But now my newest addiction is like delegating and streamlining.
Yes, and getting help.
Yes, and actually realizing like, oh, just because you could doesn't mean you should.
Yes.
And
someone said the other day, they go, time is not limited, meaning like every time you hire a virtual assistant or whatever it is, you get 40 hours back. And it's like, how many times could I do it? And they're like, well, a lot. And you're like, oh my goodness. And you start realizing that I'm not actually limited by time. I'm limited by, my delegation skills and everything else.
Yes.
Like, it's really interesting when you think about it that way.
And so for those that don't know, you have fully brought me into the Sphere Rocket universe.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good.
And your man, here local with his standing desk got me all.
Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
Shout out to Patrick. Patrick people are like, is he okay? And I'm like, no, he has energy through the roof.
It's like, if he's not okay, then I'm not okay.
I've never
but I'm
seen
okay
him
with
stand
that.
still ever. He's amazing.
The standing desk, they're like, let's go.
Dude, he's
I'm like, dude, I'm right there with you.
All
I'm
over
like, I'll run over there right now.
Awesome.
Yeah. So went through all the preliminary thing, like the grocery list of like, hey, what's your perfect, avatar of your assistant, et cetera? What is the job description, et cetera? And thankfully, since we've been doing this, I actually had been slowly but surely, Kaizen, small, consistent improvement, dialing in what it is that goes on. And so I was able to set it up where it's the accelerator, where like, boom, get two right out of the gate. Two 40-hour-a-week employees, which is like, holy mackerel.
It's amazing.
And so I do my first speed round of dating.
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
It's cool. They'll get a job description, you get it all dialed in, and then they'll be like, cool, we're going to get like 5 or 6.
Yes.
And then they keep them like in the waiting room, bring them in one at a time. Oh, so that's Monday for you.
Yeah, Monday is the first one, and then Thursday is the one after that. Cause so like, so theoretically, by the end of next week, I should have, at the very least, the junior woodchuck recruits where, okay, now I like you guys. Let's see if you fit.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the cool thing for me is, because I've been obsessed with the delegation and the agentic AI and how that actually plays a role. I'm like sitting here like again, I'm back in crackhead mode where it's like, okay, well, if the VAs then have the agentic AI, now I have like 2 extra hands and external hard drives that then have robots.
Absolutely.
And so all of my spare time, such as it is kind of eaten up by the agentic AI, and it's been frustrating, but now it's back. But now I have to be like conscientious about the spend.
Yes.
Because for those that have messed with it, it was like, oh man, I don't know,
unlimited crack, and now you gotta dial it back.
Yes. So for like the first couple of weeks, Claude had a loophole. If you had their Max Pro, $200 a month subscription or whatever,
you could just go.
Yeah, it was unlimited usage. And so like a madman, I'm going 15 hours a day. Like any kind of question I can like, hey, look in the back end of the database and pull me everybody that we've done a transaction with only one time for the last 6 months. Give me a ranked order in by transaction size, et cetera, et cetera. Give me their emails, and then let's craft a coupon, a welcome back, a come on back, or how you doing email. And now go in, create the coupon in the back end of the machine, put that into the email, send it.
That's amazing.
And I would do that. So apologies to anybody that got like 143 emails or whatever. But the biggest thing is because I can talk to it via WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And so I set it up to where you can literally communicate to it like it's another person.
That's amazing.
And so I created a team member inside of G Suite and business. So like it actually does, I had it do this.
That's amazing.
But first I had the robot do it. And it's funny because the robot sold me on the VA.
So walk me through that.
Yeah. So, okay. So I have unlimited crack pipe.
Right.
and I have the
You have
robot
OpenCloud over here,
Yeah.
and then you have Gamma doing a lot of this stuff. Correct?
So Gamma
Yeah.
does this,
Yeah.
and then at the beginning, so the last week when we did it, 2 or 3 weeks ago, the robot did the Gamma and then sent it to my Google Drive. So I just came in and like,
Very cool.
yeah. So I just
That's
did that,
amazing. Yeah.
and I would say,
Yeah.
it would send me the slides, and I'd be like, "No, you're not seeing the right logo. The Hero Nation logo that's
Yeah,
transparent, but has the actual brand in the middle." And so it would do these iterations. That's why I was.
That's so
I
great.
probably,
Yes.
I probably got like $30,000 worth
Yes.
of
Yeah.
tokens out of the thing. But I would do these iterations.
Yeah.
Like even right now, I had it drafting emails because we're doing the Real Producers interviews.
Right.
And so it was like, draft me emails for content delivery
Yep.
that then will link out to this, that, and the other thing. And so it would do that. And I'm driving. So this even like prompted like, here again, crackhead behavior. I'm waiting for my HOA to say whether or not I could put a Tesla charger in the garage because I want the robot car to drive me
Yes.
while I'm talking to the
That's
robot.
awesome.
Because for the sake of everybody else on the road, it would be better for me not to be
Absolutely. There we go. Absolutely.
messaging
Yes.
to the
yes.
robot while I'm driving. So,
So how did the robot sell you on getting a virtual assistant?
So the first round of the OpenClaw with Claude, it had the feature where I could literally go in and create, like if it was Wayne at Studio USA,
Right.
it's a Gmail, which is all the attendant apps and everything for
Yeah.
Gmail. So I create that person, quote unquote, then I give it to the robot. So then I tell the robot, this is you.
Right.
Now you log in with these credentials, and I'm going to give you admin access
Right.
to all of these things. So it scrubbed my emails. It like,
Right.
yeah. And Gmail on the business side has a thing where it's email delegation, which you probably have now
Yes.
through your VAs, where you set up as a delegate where I could log into your email
Right.
and I could send, receive, delete,
Yeah.
whatever as you.
Right.
So I had the robot doing that.
Yeah.
And I got all settled into all this stuff. And I basically just gave it access to every platform that would allow API keys, which is the way that it interfaces. So
Yes.
instead of it being a human with a mouse and a keyboard,
Yes.
it interacts on a script level with the
Yep.
actual browser.
Yeah.
And so for everything, there were a few that it wouldn't go completely. And then there were a couple of plugins that are kind of janky and kind of sus as far as
Yes.
like, I don't know if I trust that. Like, how about I just click on that thing and then you go? But I got so used to just having the thing where I would some
Just
random
talk to
ass
it,
question
yes.
and throw it in there. And then now the human will likely take longer.
Yes.
But the idea of having two humans that are now, because the thing with AI, as you know, is like Ronald Reagan, trust but verify.
Right. Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's super cool, but there's a greater than zero chance that it totally shit the bed
Yeah.
on what it's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So for example, I had it scrubbing the Real Producers spreadsheet,
Right.
the databases to like find me the people that I know or compare contrast
Right.
in our database with the people that are on the list. And then, okay, I'm composing emails or whatever. Well, it doesn't know that Coldwell Banker isn't Keller Williams. And so
Correct.
it's doing like this mishmash chocolate
yeah.
and the peanut butter email. And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
hold up. Real estate 101.
Yeah. No, you still need a person to
Yes.
drive it. Yeah.
And then when Claude pulled the plug, when Anthropic
Yeah.
pulled the plug on the loophole, I went from, so we were at the Real Producers event in Fort Worth, and I'm talking to the robot, and then nothing's happening. Now I don't know that they
Right.
pulled the plug.
Right. It
I
sounds
don't-
like felt like someone just actually pulled the plug.
Yes,
and
it
turned
felt
it
like,
off.
did
Yeah.
my house get hit by lightning?
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
computer gone? What happened?
Yes.
And it wasn't until the next morning when I had a minute to like look
Yeah.
into it. It was like, oh yeah, they pulled the plug yesterday afternoon.
geez. Yeah.
So I went from unlimited crack to like, okay, I'm about to smoke some more crack, and there was
Yeah.
none. And
So how did it sell you on the VA? So explain that to me.
the idea of the thing that was always a killer for me was the initial prep, the initial
Yes.
setup.
Yeah, yeah.
And boy, the agentic AI broke me of that, where
Yeah.
it took so long
Yeah.
for everything to play nice.
Correct.
But once it did,
Yeah.
it was like the clouds parted.
Yes.
I broke the chains.
Are you
and-
going to give me the answer?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
It was basically having the machine
Okay.
that was able to do all of the things for me
Right.
in real time.
Right.
And all I had to do was message it.
Yes.
Okay, so like that was unbelievable.
Right.
Then it came to where like I don't have that anymore.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I don't have it anymore and I can't live without it.
So now you need a person to kind of package
Yes.
it and deliver it so it's more concise without
Yes.
all these
And
200
somebody,
iterations.
Yeah,
that
somebody
makes
else to
sense.
do the trust but verify.
Yeah.
You know, and then my thought was like, okay, well, if I can get, because I have shared VAs now.
Yeah.
but there's well, you have to share. And it was like historically as a kid, that wasn't my strong
suit. So the first two VAs you're bringing on, what are you looking for them to do?
So one will be inside sales and coordination.
Awesome.
So like you get 123 Main Street and we do all that. They deliver, they confirm. It's because one of the things that I would have an issue with, and this is one of the reasons why the robot couldn't do everything, because I had to tell the robot what to do.
Correct.
You know, every single time.
Yeah.
So the idea of you have 123 Main Street, well, we're going to find out and confirm the day before. And then the day of, we're going to make sure. And then when it's done, we're going to be like, hey, everybody just wrapped. They just left. We're good to go. Because what I want is nothing is ever seamless and nothing is ever perfect.
And the automations are amazing, but you still need someone to kind of like to be managing those, kind of watching them out. It's just like a database. You can set all these auto whatever's up in the database. You're great, and some companies like Follow Up Boss and some of these are doing amazing, but you still kind of need that person going, oh, actually this person this, or oh, they sent this weird reply back or whatever. And if it's over automated, then the mistakes start happening.
Well, now you got something maybe going 100 miles in the wrong direction.
Yes,
and it's like, oh, that's great that the automated thing kicked in. But
so how many hours do you think you're going to get back by having just that role? Like how much time, energy do you think you get back by having that one?
It'll be a force multiplier because it's automatically something that I don't have the bandwidth to do.
Right.
And there's also so back from whenever it was just me and Cruz. Every so often we would go and do a dog and pony show somewhere. And it's like, well, I've done my fair share. I've been to the rodeo. So it's like, we can make the phone ring or whatever, but there wasn't anybody answered the phone. So it would always be like, okay, if I go and do X, well, that adds Y and Z to my task list.
Yeah.
Even if Cruz is the one going out and shooting, I'm still having to coordinate all of it and make sure that like, okay, we're doing this, this, and this, and then do the follow up and all that. So it's great as a proof of concept where like, hey, the dog and pony works. Yeah. But it would always be this sort of, it's the real estate thing.
The follow-up is what kills you. Yeah.
Feast or famine. And it's the roller coaster. It's like, oh, we're broke. Oh, I'm rich. We're broke. And that whole thing becomes exhausting.
Yeah.
Not from the standpoint of it's difficult, but it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And the worst thing in the world is to go ask for business and then drop the ball.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's like,
100. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we came to your thing and we did the lunch and we did that,
And then what's the second one going to do?
The second one is my right hand.
Yes.
And so that's why
I think that's the hardest one for people to get their heads around. Like they have a hard time imagining
that's what the robot sold me on.
And I think that's interesting because I brought on kind of like a personal assistant, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't know what to do. Like it was hard for me to figure it out. And then my Isabel is kind of my fractional integrator. So she kind of helps me and teaches me all these things. And she's like, just start throwing things at it. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. And she's like, tell her to like look at the kids' emails from the school. And just start throwing things at her. She'll figure it out. If she has questions. But that wasn't normal for me. It was hard for me to learn how to do it. And now that I do, it's amazing. But it was a weird skill. So it makes sense because I think a lot of times people, they know they need help, but they don't really know like what it's going to look like or how to do it. So that's interesting that's what got it for you, because the same thing for me. Like I knew I needed help, but I didn't really know how to utilize that person very well.
And it was a confluence of events that so like, okay, I get the robot, crackhead robot, full force. And so I kill all of the other subscriptions that were like piecemeal doing the things, like Unroll Me. We're like, okay, well, my inboxes are cleaned up by Unroll Me, but it still lets in a bunch of garbage and whatever else. Well, I get the robot and the robot's creating filters.
Before I forget something, keep going.
Oh yeah. The robot then starts cleaning my emails because I make it a delegate where now it's an employee skimming my emails and telling me what's important, whatever.
Yes.
Well, then the robot dies. Now I don't have Unroll Me and now I don't have the robot. Now my inbox is back to hell with the lid off and it's just like every 30 seconds. Because you know how it is. You have a real estate license. You're on every mailing list on planet Earth.
Absolutely.
And then if you say, and then the way that the tracking cookies or whatever, because like right now I'm looking, like I'm very interested in the Model 3 Tesla if I can get a charger in my garage. Well, now I'm on CarMax, Carvana, Carfax, or whatever. So like, there's something every 30 seconds.
And it just takes so much bandwidth to go through. My gals got me down from like 40-some thousand emails in one account, and we're down to like the last 800 that we're like going through. And it's amazing. Like I've never even seen that number. Like it's crazy.
Well, I'm a goofball where I'm inbox zero. Like I don't feel good.
I've been inbox zero since email came out. Like I haven't been like since there was email. I don't even like when we get there. I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. It's amazing, and like that's crazy. And like
text message.
My thing is like how much time do we spend going through it and just looking, and how much time do we spend just scrolling through? Like, oh, is there anything there? Oh, is there anything there? And I mean, I get notifications from 1,000 things, and now she's watching those and helping me so much more.
Exactly.
But I think when you look at this, like people need. We all need help. There's too much coming at you, especially if you're a real estate agent or you're running your own business. There's too much coming at you for you to be effective. And you need to, one of the best things you can do is audit a day or two, write down everything you did, kind of throughout the day, and then look and go like, where was my time best spent? Where's the biggest waste? And to get a virtual assistant for, $1,000 a month, whatever it is, and have them work 30, 40 hours a week for you and do things like take care of your calendar and your email, right? Like I'm gone for the next week or so. So my person went in there and moved all these appointments around, right? And could I have done it? Absolutely. But it was probably, realistically, it's probably 45 minutes or an hour for it.
Yeah.
Then guess what? I can do all these other things, right? It's like keeping your email clean, doing the calendar rescheduling. You can be flying down the road going like, hey, this person needs to get on my calendar. Go ahead and do it.
And to be able to leverage a lot of the things, kind of going back to like doing the dog and pony show, where it's like, okay, I didn't have the infrastructure on the back end where more often than not, had I made a full court press on getting, we would drop the ball unintentionally. And the only thing worse than soliciting business and dropping the ball is doing free stuff as a promotional and then dropping the ball. Because if it's like, oh, hey dude, come on, we'll do this free thing or whatever. Now it's 6 weeks later and you're asking me like, hey, that free thing that we did, did you guys finish? Because like now I make you the ass for asking for the free thing. That's the word. But then what I'm looking at now, so the inside sales or whatever you want to call it, the outbound caller, because they flew in English, will be like, okay, the next time I'm at the Real Producers Gimmick or whatever, and there's 300 agents in the room, it's like, oh, I'm going to follow up with everybody in here. And it will be the warm invite to be like, hey, we're doing special Real Producers, whatever. And by the way, somebody's going to call you.
Absolutely.
And just be ready. And whenever they do, if you have questions, boom, 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 we'll email you the thing, etc.
Yes. So then, I mean, doing like market research, and that's actually huge right there. It's like just even at the networking events, right? What happens afterwards, right? How cool would it be to go like, hey, the 8 people that I added to my account, my contact list, go do something. Here's what I want you to do with them, whatever.
I'm trying to go even more macro, where it's like, okay, I'm up in front of 200 people, and I'm gonna say like, hey, got first shoot is 50% off for Real Producers event, attendees or whatever, blah blah blah. My assistant is going to call you.
Yes.
So be ready. The phone's going to ring. It's going to be us. Now, you don't have to use this or whatever, but hey, I'm looking to break up the band. Whoever you're with now, I'm going to cause a divorce.
Absolutely.
But without the follow-up and the infrastructure, you're not going to win.
No.
So now I'm a full
it's huge.
free range capitalist.
You do the on stage and let them do the other. The other thing is like market research, like offload all of that busy work. There's so much that we do there, right? And even if it's like CMAs and things like that, like help them prep it. You can tweak it and then send out all this stuff. And then content, social media. I mean, the reality is there's so many people that are missing out right now because they're not putting enough content out there, right? People work with you because they remember you.
Yes, sir.
And most people are not doing enough. And they're like, it's hard to come up with ideas. Yes, it is, right? But like, what if you had somebody that's all they did was look for content, find ideas, and go, here's the things. Like we put out a massive amount of content now, right? Thanks to you for things like this, but also because when I have to record content, they're like, hey, here's what to say. And I can just record and do those things. What used to take me hours now takes me 20 minutes.
Yes. And that'll be the third person so like right now, whenever the first 2 come on board, they'll probably split duty on the socials.
For sure.
Just for the sake of getting them used to like what it is we do.
Yeah.
The immersion, kind of like full sensory overload immersion. And then we'll get a third person that does that. And then those 2 will train that person.
Yes. Dude, it's beautiful.
Yes. And then I can see this as like the geometric explosion of, because exactly what you said, nobody knows who you are, advertise more.
Advertise,
no matter unless you're already famous and don't need to, which
no, the first 2 hires I would get like a personal assistant that would like calendar, emails, school schedules, take care of the kids, their sports freaking text crazy orders, like take care of all that side of life. Hey, I need to reschedule my dentist appointment. Like let them do all of that. And the second person would be social media, right? Help them, right? Not just help you get content out there, repurpose content, find out what's trending, find out what's working, all that kind of stuff, and then help them start some of the conversations with your ideal client.
So for me, that's why it was like, okay, sales first.
Yeah.
Because already got enough connections to where let's just get the word out there and solicit business. And then if I have the executive assistant that comes in, a week later or whatever, that can now make sure that there's no holes in the game.
Right.
And if somebody has a question, that's the other thing is it's crazy where, and it's human nature, where they feel like they're attached to you, like previous clients or whatever. And they'll text or email and just to try to get everybody like, okay, I'm not going to see that probably. And so email this person, there's a whole level of re-educating your client base where, and it's weird from like the emotional standpoint. It's like, no, dude, we're still cool. It's just like, I can't, if I miss the call or I miss the text or whatever, and it's like I got 2 lines on that thing and the bullshit that comes in every hour on the hour. I've got like every RoboGuard and spam killer thing on there, and I still get 20 bullshit phone calls a day.
I know. Mine is blown up recently. My spam thing is crazy. It's wild. All right. What do you got on the next couple of weeks? And what's your biggest word of wisdom for everybody?
Well, the first word is delegate. Is like figure out what is weighing you down, what is slowing you down, and how can you get that off your plate?
Yes.
And the other thing is like figure out what moves the needle.
Absolutely.
Because like for me, what moves the needle is my guys shooting stuff or clients coming in here, and so. Just to get the ability to like, okay, I got that. Now let's get granular on the data and then let's take action on that.
Yeah. Well, and let's say you get a full-time virtual assistant and let's say it only gets you 20 hours back, right? And 10 of those go to like family, friends, kids, whatever it is. Like what could you do with 5 or 10 hours a week to generate business?
Oh my God.
And when you get clear on that, you go, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to do these handful of things, those 5 or 10 hours I get back. And I think that's where the mental shift begins to happen.
Absolutely. And also, it gives me the ability to, and it's been difficult and it has been also rewarding, but to be able to take one step back from the front line.
Yes.
One step back. I'm no longer making the donuts.
Yes.
Where it used to be like, oh, I got to make the donuts and I'm putting the frosting
and
on
order
it.
The stuff
and
all
we're out of eggs, all of that. And so now after I'm like a couple, 2 or 3 steps back, it's like, okay, well, what happens if I take another one back?
Yeah.
And every step of the way, somebody needs to fill. So you have to backfill.
Absolutely.
Like every step you take backfill who was doing that job.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was to get everybody else on the team used to like, hey, ask her for that.
Yeah. Who's doing what? How are we doing it? What's the process? Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Gets me fired up. What about you? What you got
fired
going?
up. We're headed to Alaska. I'm taking my kids up there. We're going to go. We got like this big tubing thing planned. Shout out to my man, Mr. Benson. We're going to go up in the mountains and do some snow machining up in the middle of nowhere. It's going to be incredible.
Okay.
With Signature Real Estate, we got a mastermind. We got a bunch of things. It's going to be awesome.
Okay.
We're going to go tear it up.
Wouldn't it be nice and warm by the time you get back?
Yeah, we're going to freeze to death. But yeah. We're only there 7 days. So the first 2 days are warm up, or like get used to it.
Yeah.
Then you're cool with it. Then you got to come back. So yeah, anyway.
Right on.
It's going to be awesome.
So then you'll be back in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
All right, brother.
Fired up, brother.
Yes.